Okay, the Nick farm is the Minotaur horns. I did 3 runs and got 3 Minotaur horns between 3 runs using a warrior. The reason I used a warrior is a different profession besides a ritualist and derv, casual, normal farming that most people use those 2 professions, as well as warrior I feel is a little bit more fast spinetic for this run just because of the fact that there's no casting time for you to sit still when casting your spells or setting your spirits up. So all I literally do is I'm farming right outside of Ilona Reach. I grab this group to the right here. There's just 2 Minotaurs. And then I click to the bottom of this shadowy location to trigger those 2. And then I immediately run to the right here. So pretty much I loop around and then I grab these. And I sit still and I wait for the Minotaurs to come. Once the Minotaurs come, I make sure I don't get hit more than once or twice. Otherwise, I'll start taking too much damage. Then I'll group up all the Minotaurs in this area. So you do have about 6 to 8 patrol Minotaurs, so I do try to stop sometimes and gain adrenaline using Soldier's Defense and I Am Unstoppable, just so I can have that whirling attack ready. Now, notice I do not have any pecons not needed in normal mode. I build up my aggro. I'm waiting on the last 2 or 3 to come and show. Once they all show, I'll go ahead and do the spike. So this takes about 2, maybe 3 minutes max just to group up all the Minotaurs into the location needed. The number 1 key for this spike is you have to be persistent and it has to be accurate, otherwise you're going to die. Alright, so notice that I have all the Minotaurs, so I'm going to go ahead and use my stance here, Mark of Pain. Okay, I got my Mark of Pain, got my 100 blades, and bam, I just spiked all but the 1. The reason that 1 didn't die is because of the fact that I have Mark of Pain on it. So I use Signet of Stamina for my health. That way I don't die from the last one. You're able to kill the last one if you want, depending on how your spike tactics is. My health's a little low just because I prefer to run higher tactics and 16 swordsmanship. And I'm an armor more than actual health for my runes. So that was 1 run. I'll go ahead and do 1 more run so you can understand, hey, what's the gist of what it is. Again, just so you can see more than 1 spawn rate. Because every spawn, there's a little bit of a difference. Immediately rush over to this priest and drop this tablet as soon as it spawns. So I got 1 horn that run. So see this spawn, the Minotaurs are a little farther to the right here, so sometimes they break a little early. So you sometimes lose these 2, or you have to run that way and you end up having to sacrifice these 2 Minotaurs. See how they broke early? So I might lose those 2 Minotaurs just depending on the spawn. I try not to lose them just because of the fact that I'm able to aggro them here, which it's worth it in the long run just because of the fact that, hey, I'm going to be waiting on those patrols anyway. See how it broke? The one that I'm targeting broke aggro. So what I do here is I loop to the other side while the patrols come. And I grab them from this side. As long as I got the ones to the patrolling on the left side, then there's no real need for me to worry. Now I just wait on these patrols to all group up, and I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more run. If I get stuck, then I have to spike. Alright, so this is a good video for you to see, hey, what happens if you get stuck. So if you get stuck, then just spike away. There's nothing else you really can do. It's good that I actually happened in my video that I got stuck. That way you can see what you need to do. So you do just have to spike early. I mean, there's really nothing else you can do besides spiking early. And obviously you're able to just kill them as you go. And this is not the only way to do it. There's a Minotaur horn drop right there. So far I got 1 per run on average. And this is just a 1 to 2 minute quick speed run farm. And there's 3 Minotaurs left. So might as well pick those 3 up and I might be able to kill them, you never know. Anyway, be sure to give us a thumbs up video if y'all have any suggestions, ideas, or faster, more efficient ways or locations to farm these. Be sure to comment and let people know. That's the best I got for you for this video. Make this video luck and happily with your farms. Thanks for watching.